You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming. It's something on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with Let's Play episode. 1 second, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. Just wanted to make sure audio was recording. We have a go, so let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Still in Rue's room. Let's talk about that later. A gentle knock reverberates from behind, and simultaneously we both direct our gazes toward the sound. Oh, looks like Javier's back. I quickly strip off the jacket, tossing it aside before putting on the shirt, which fits snugly. Are you two gentlemen ready to go? We don't have all day. His muffled voice reaches through the door and we both look at each other. There's still so much I want to ask Rue about earlier, but it'll just have to wait. I guess it's time to get moving, huh? Let's. After picking up Rue's coat from Javier's new rental car, we arrive at the convention center. The place is as bustling as it was yesterday, possibly even more so. Rue pioneers our path, guiding us from one escalator to the next as we journey from Hall A to C. Down a lengthy corridor, I glance behind to find Javier wrestling his way through the swarms of bustling attendees. He weaves through the crowd, managing to align himself next to me. Ugh, where'd all these people come from? And why is everyone here so tall? His last comment seems directed at me, given the pointed stare I'm receiving. Looks like everyone's on their way to Hell C. Maybe they're all checking out Cyprus, too. Yes, that's right. How much of Cyprus do you know? Nothing too extensive, but I did read up on them before coming here. They're a biotech firm, right? Something about capturing atmospheric carbon dioxide? Well, why do you ask? Achoo! Rubbing my itchy nose, I try to alleviate the discomfort. Javier looks taken aback by my sudden sneeze. Bless you. Nothing. Just wanted to pick your brain. Javier dodges my inquisitive glance as he takes out his phone and starts jotting something down. Is that it? He concludes his note-taking, meeting my query with a self-satisfied smirk. Yes. Wonder what he's up to. We continue walking, following Rue towards the entrance of Hall C. A lengthy queue is visible on the venue's opposite side, which I presume is for Cyprus. Looks like we're heading that way. The wolf points in the direction of the line. As we continue walking over, it's clear that this line isn't for Cyprus, with signs displaying Lineage Lab all across the walls. Huh. But there shouldn't be any other presentations in Hall C now, right? You're correct. I checked their schedule before entering, and they should be presenting at this time. Something must have happened, clearly. Maybe Cyprus relocated last minute. Isn't Lineage Lab the company that does ancestral DNA species tracing? I thought they were presenting tomorrow. Looks like there's been a change of plans. Let me think about what this means. Glancing over, I notice Rue standing aside, courteously approaching a busy-looking feline engrossed in her phone while waiting in line. Excuse me, do you know where Cyprus is presenting? Taken aback, she gives Rue a startled look before shifting her gaze to Javier and me. Cyprus? Their keynote was cancelled. Unless you meant something else? Cancelled? Any idea why? Actually, I'm not too sure. You could probably find out why if you asked around. Alright, thanks for your time. Rue signals his gratitude with a slight nod as Javier grabs hold of Rue's sleeve, casting him a doubtful look. Too much of a coincidence. You don't think it might be related to the attempted robbery from last night, do you? Maybe another attempted robbery or something else. Maybe. We don't know. We won't know just standing there, though. Let's get moving with our plan. Plan? But their presentation's canceled. Where are we gonna go now? Are you sure the thing you're looking for will still be there? I don't know, but it's still worth looking around for clues. This is legal, right? Snipping around like this? Yes. It's perfectly legal as long as we don't get caught. Suddenly, it hits me. I don't even know what we're supposed to be searching for. Is it okay if I ask what exactly we're looking for? The two glance at each other before returning their attention to me. It's a box of plants. Huh? Plants? We can explain later. Let's get going. Eventually, we venture down a side passage that branches into a dim, narrow staff-only corridor, nestled in the seclusion of Hall C's rear. The three of us stop before a massive steel door, its black surface imposing. There's a door plate beside it. Storage. So this is where Cyprus is keeping their things? Based on the schematics of Hall C, yes. Not just Cyprus, but other companies presenting in Hall C, too. Probably the same ones that Dust mentioned earlier. Rue scans the surroundings before signaling Javier that the coast is clear. The fox takes out his bit flipper and aims it down the corridor, directly at a camera that returns back to the door in front of us. A pin tumbler lock, huh? Javier takes out a small lockpick from his coat and proceeds to meticulously work on the lock. Suddenly, echoing footsteps can be heard down the corridor. Rue's ears twitch and we both turn towards the source. Quickly, I look around and realize we're stuck in the middle of the hallway with nowhere to hide. Javier grunts back in protest as he continues to rake the lock with his pick. Don't rush me, I'm working on it. The fox's paws work in swift, measured movements. The lockpick twirls, jiggles, and turns, his grip tightening on the handle. From my viewpoint, it's impossible to tell whether he's making any headway. The tension is almost palpable. Move aside. Rue positions his body to tackle the door open. Suddenly, with an almost inaudible click, the lock gives way. Wait, I got it! Javier pushes the door open, just as Rue lunges forward, his momentum carrying both of them into the darkness beyond the door. Startled, I dart into the darkness after them, quickly slamming the door shut behind me. The echo of our intrusion dies down, leaving us in complete silence. Stepping into the shadows, my nose instantly reacts to the stale air inside. Ugh. The room is nearly pitch black. A feeble light dangles at the back, stretching eerie shadows everywhere. Pinche way estos pendejo, okay? Went to the right and I could have been flattened. Apologize. Relax. The poor light causes me to bump into Javier, who's crouched over, causing him to snap back at me with a low growl. What's the shoulder, you cat? Sorry. Shh. He freezes as the echo of footsteps grows louder, ominously stopping right outside the entrance. Hide. Without hesitation, Javier sprints off into the darkness, while Rue swiftly guides me toward a pile of cardboard boxes nestled away from view of the door. Crouched low, Rue stealthily peering through a slit between the boxes. Don't move. I can hear the metallic jiggle of a key entering the lock, followed by the slow creak of the door as it swings open, letting the stark hallway light infiltrate the dim room. My nose twitches in overdrive, a sneeze imminent. Shit, not like this. Panic drowns my thoughts as I frantically pinch my nostrils, desperate not to blow our cover. Suddenly a paw clamps over my maw, muffling the eruption while Rue pulls me into his chest, effectively smothering the sound. That was a close one. The wolf eases his paw from my mouth. I return a small nod, thanking him silently for his intervention. As the seconds tick by, I hear the footsteps enter the room and continue further down. Casting a quick glance over the boxes, I spot Javier, his figure barely visible, edging his way towards the exit. As I track his progress, a sudden sneeze ambushes me again, this time leaving no room to stifle it. Phew! The room is suddenly filled with an explosion of sound. My eyes go wide as the echo of the sneeze rebounds off the cold walls. I hear the steel door immediately shut with a glimpse of Javier dashing out. Rue follows his lead, springing from our hiding spot. He tries to guide me to the exit, but disoriented from the sneeze, I stumble and lag behind, my nose throbbing with discomfort. Oh no, where did Rue go? Stumbling past shelves, I head in the direction of the door's sound. Hey, who's there? Shit. Look around, but there's no door. Did I go the wrong way? I backtrack, taking a different corner around the boxes, around a different set of shelves. Fuck, where is it? I catch sight of the glistening door handle in the dark and rush towards it. Theodore? My heart skips a beat, the sound of my name freezing me in my tracks. I turn, squinting against the backlight, towards a tall, shadowy figure making their way through the maze of shelves. Who the fuck is that? Before I can discern the face in the shadows, a familiar paw cinches around my waist, yanking me out just as their identity nearly comes into view. Quickly! Rue's voice is urgent. I spot him running down the hall. Wait! They called my name just now! I think I recognized their voice. They did? He returns and we both glance at the storage door, skeptical of my words. Are you sure? Yeah, they called my name right when I was about to leave. It caught me off guard. We linger and watch, half expecting the figure to suddenly burst out, but it remains shut. Looking around, I realize it's only the two of us here. Just how far did Javier run off to? Leave him. He'll be back. Shouldn't we go inside and check who... He points to the door, the handle slowly jiggling before the door itself slowly creaks open. Yep, it's David. I sigh in relief when I see David emerge from the shadows. His face lights up when he spots me. Oh, thank God it's just him. I was about to dash off like Javier. Hey, Theodore! I wasn't sure if it was you without your red jacket. Cute shirt, though. I have one, too, in gold. But anyway, what are you doing here? The reindeer looks at me with eager anticipation, waiting for a response. He looks way too happy to see me. Nice to see you too. What a pleasant surprise. Rue's body language and the look in his eyes urged me to come up with an excuse. We were instructed to look for something inside. That's cool. Me too. Well, I was supposed to do some errands and find something inside the storage, but since I'm already here, I might as well check out last night's robbery. Oops. I wasn't supposed to talk about that. Ignore me. He knows about it too?
What do you mean you weren't supposed to talk about it?
Well, the general public doesn't know about it. Only the companies using the storage room know. Really? But someone just told us about it earlier. Wow, news sure travels fast. You know, for a second I thought maybe you guys were the robbers. I was about to scream for help, but that's when I saw you. Oh, even so, I'm surprised security hasn't tightened up because of it. Yeah, isn't that great? Means I can go in and out without any stupid secretary following me around. Hey, are you busy? Did you want to come and join?
Rue gives me a bewildered stare. In response, I motion for him to just play along.
Sure, I don't think we'd mind. We should probably tell Javier that we're going back in.
He shrugs and points at me. Go for it.
Sorry, David, just a moment. Pulling out my phone, I attempt to reach Javier through proxy contact. The line connects after a few rings. Where the hell are you guys? Hey, Javier, Rue and I are still outside the storage room. What? Are you guys insane? What happened? The person inside was David, and we'll be checking out the attempted robbery site now. Huh? David? Who the hell is David? You mean the one from Nodal Vision? Yeah. Rue taps my shoulder, motioning me to pass my phone to him, which I do.
Come back. We don't have all day. He ends the call and hands back my phone, to which I eye back at the wolf incredulously.
Oh, are we waiting for another person?
Yeah, they just left, for the bathroom.
Okay.
David briefly pulls out his phone. What the fuck? Yeah, that was funny. David briefly pulls out his phone, only to put it away immediately.
Oh, I almost forgot my manners.
The deer pivots toward Rue and offers a slightly awkward wave, and that's coming from me. He's slightly taller than Javier, but still short compared to us.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Theodore helped me take some incredible photos at the Grand Marine's garden earlier. He's such an amazing gardener. Or would it be florist? Or was that a vegan? Whatever, he told me so much about plants.
Is that so?
It's really nothing. Nonsense! Everyone kept ignoring me, but you didn't.
I can see why. Rue gives me a cheeky smile as I glance over him in surprise. Fortunately, David remains oblivious to our exchange. David's eyes light up unexpectedly as he studies Rue, hinting at some startling revelation. I have a bad feeling about this.
Wow, I just realized how muscular and toned you are. You must work out a lot and be super strong. Hey, Theodore, he isn't saying much. Is he shy?
I muster a forced chuckle, aiming to diffuse the growing tension.
No. Well, okay then. I no need to be shy, mister.
He playfully nudges Rue with his elbow and flashes a broad grin. Uh-oh. Maybe I should change the subject.
So, say, David, while we wait for our friend to return, do you know why there's no security around? I just find it really strange.
I agree. I found it odd earlier that there was no resistance.
The reindeer ponders for a moment before voicing his thoughts. Maybe it's because of what happened by the pool earlier. I don't know.
Pool?
You know, the pool in the Grand Marine.
What happened?
I don't know. I was playing on my phone when my secretary told me about it, but I wasn't really paying attention. I noticed that they told me there was a big scene happening by the pool. There was a lot of police cars outside the hotel early this morning, though. Did someone drown or something? I don't know.
Sounds like we missed it when we were out earlier. I'll let Javier know about this later.
What do I need to know?
That we've been standing here waiting for you. Took you long enough.
I'll have you know I treat our job seriously. When I run, I run.
Javier walks down the hall towards us before stopping and staring at David.
Right. So this is the rich kid. You know, I thought he'd be a lot taller in person, like your father. I get that a lot. Remind me why we're still here.
Rue nods suddenly toward the reindeer, his gaze unwavering. David wants us to accompany him to the storage room.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun to have some company. And also, after going inside, I don't think I could reach some parts of the shelves myself. It sucks being so short sometimes. How relatable.
Alright, let's head inside then.
Hooray!
David takes out a small black key and unlocks the door. Apparently he needs to apply a considerable amount of effort to open it. Rue really made that door look easy. As we venture back in, the stale air prickles my nostrils once more, but I manage to endure it this time. Following David through the maze of shelves, his gaze fixed forward, it's clear he knows exactly where he's headed. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon or YouTube memberships if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!